Coming to you live on 2K Sports, this is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. Western Conference battles always fun. This time, it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. And now, the Golden State Warriors starters. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the one spot.
Well, David Lee, a two-time All-Star. Over the past 5 seasons, he's averaged about 19 points and over 10 boards a game. Impressive numbers.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. Iguodala with the steal. Inside. The shot by Curry, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Kobe dishes to Hill. Back to Kobe. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
Yeah, Clark, I think they can really attack this club in the paint. That's where they can win this game if they dominate there.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Bogut. Poked loose. Bryant against Curry. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Kobe kicks to Johnson. Kobe goes in. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Curry with the 3. Shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Lynn. Bryant's got his second basket of the game.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Iguodala outside. Back to Thompson. Puts up a 3. The shot will not go.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
And the shot is good.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Wasted no time on that one.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Los Angeles leading by 3.
A lot of problems for the Lakers last season, and it's one thing to stink on the road, but when you stink at home in Los Angeles, you bet people will react.
Now here's Iguodala. Carlos Boozer unable to get his shot to go. Curry against Land. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That ties the game. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And what a strange sight it was to see the Lakers lose at home as much as they did last year, Clark. Their home record at Staples, 14-27.
Yeah, that is a rarity, without question. One of the elite sports franchises in the history of sports in America. But they didn't have the talent to compete, and not having Kobe Bryant, their best player and future Hall of Famer, obviously left a lot to be desired with that group. They fought hard, but they just didn't have enough to compete on the regular season.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him for such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player.
David Lee's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Curry kicks to Thompson. Outside for Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Bogut. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 6. Nash kicks to Young. Lakers passing it around. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. No challenge from the defense there, but could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
It's stolen by Davis. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line. And that sends Kobe to the free throw line. It's on David Lee, and the Warriors making a change here. Speights is checked in.
A lot of times when a great player hangs it up, they take some time to find themselves or just relax. But Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. Not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. The Lakers trail. And then Young with the jam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Here's Livingston. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. And here's Nash. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Iguodala with the steal. With 1 on the clock. And that one is stuffed right through. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Iguodala and Lee at the forwards. Nedovic is out there with Livingston. And it's Speights in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, Steph Curry is such an incredible outside shooter. He makes impossible shots look easy. Draymond Green said he expects those shots to go in. He said, I'm, quote, amazed when he doesn't make it. Nonetheless, it's still amazing. I guess that's a contradiction. I'm used to seeing it, but it never gets old. Kevin, I bet we can agree with that.
No doubt, Doris. One of the best shooters in basketball. Thank you. A nice shot by Nash.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And stolen by Nash. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Goes up on the block, and there's another one for the Lakers. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And they're getting out in transition, too. Finding some easy points on the fast break.
Here's Young. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket. Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
Warriors trail by 4. Livingston kicks to Nedovic. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Nedovic has got his first basket. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Passes to Randall. Lee with the steal. Here's Iguodala, and he goes strong with the one. And a jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself. Starts to get a little more tight and close.
Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Lee. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Nedovic. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then-record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning, some of that is the new CBA, but regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000, and they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets.
The offensive rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Davis pulls it down.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
It's Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 8 points. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard. Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Green with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Curry's shot is off.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Here's Spates, and he banks in the layup. And now a 3-point Warrior lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Jumps up, and the dunk by Barnes.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead you.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Davis. Ian Kelly comes in for Randall. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Young. And Kobe is subbed in for Clarkson. Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush.
Last season, a tough one for Kobe Bryant. He missed all but a handful of games. Early on, it was the Achilles tear he was rehabbing from, and then after 6 games, a fractured tibia took him out for the season.
It's Thompson off the drive.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
And Thompson worked hard on his explosiveness and finishing. He predicted, Steve, a poster dunk last season and delivered against Kyle Singler. Remember that, of the Pistons?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, he's been trying to go inside more, and last year he thought, you know, he'd have to work at it to get to the line more. Only averaged about 2 free throw attempts per game for his career, so that's the next step for him to be more aggressive attacking.
Bryant. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Draymond Green last season slimmed down to about 230 pounds. Pretty remarkable how he's transformed his body since his freshman season at Michigan State.
And Green, a combo forward, You know, he's able to play the 3 or the 4, and he's a good rebounder. I mean, he's got long arms that help him play effectively against bigger guys, even though he's only about 6'7".
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, they don't expect a lot from him at the foul line. He was in that range below 70% last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
And Green, certainly not an elite athlete, Steve, but pretty quick on his feet.
Well, he's a jack of all trades, and I think he's been a pleasant surprise defensively. Just his awareness and his energy have really helped him out a lot. He can guard multiple positions for sure.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It shouldn't be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And stolen by Nash. Into Johnson. And it's sent back by Bogut. It's deflected. Here's Thompson. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Thank you, Kevin. Here.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Hill is out there with Ryan Kelly, and it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. That's good.
You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing at times.
Warriors leading by 3. It's Thompson off the drive. No good. Nice D by Kobe. Here's Lynn. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Lynn's got his first basket.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
That's good. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Lynn kicks to Kobe. Johnson dishes to Bryant. Pass to Hill. Soft touch off the glass.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
LA's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
I tell you what, that's just a major... Forced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Boozer, he's checked in for Ryan Kelly. It's Thompson off the drive, and that one's good. Thompson's got 9 points.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
And here's Bryant for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Here's Kobe. Here's Boozer. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Iguodala outside, wide open. Livingston, no luck.
Sean Livingston last season played really well for the Nets. He backed up Darren Williams, who was dealing with injuries, and also started for much of the year, helping keep the team afloat.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hill. Randall comes in for Carlos Boozer. And it's Henry in for Wesley Johnson. And Golden State also making a change. Rush is checked in. Rebound the Lakers.
And Livingston at 6'7", possesses rare size for the point guard spot. He uses his length defensively. He's able to play off his man and still has the ability to challenge shots and contest shots. So he's a smart, talented basketball player.
Got that one up quick. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And again, no good by Golden State.
I like that. Trying to respond to that last three-pointer, but he couldn't get it to go.
And the shot is good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And Livingston, a reluctant long-range shooter, but aside from that, Steve, able to do a lot of things to help you win.
Yeah, I love this guy. I mean, it's a stat sheet stuffer. He fills up a box score in every category, the length, the versatility, the unselfishness, and the defensive awareness as well.
And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Feeds to Lynn. To the inside. Here's Randall. And he gets the bucket. Randall's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Their advantage, guys, starting to climb a little bit. Things are really coming. Them at a great time.
They don't want to let it get too late to increase that lead. Best to do it here in the third.
Some nice passing by Golden State. And here's Barnes for 3. And the Warriors miss again.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. And it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
It's stolen by Randall. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Green's got 5 now.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Picked his pocket. Kicks it to Rush. Here's Livingston. Buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 4-point Laker lead.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Young outside. He feeds it to Randall. Back to Young. Outside, Lynn. Now the pass to Randall. Shot clock at 6. No good. Great D that time from Green. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Livingston. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Barnes. That's out the key, Rush. Now here's Barnes. D right on him. Dishes it to Rush. This one for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
The kick out to Young. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nobody near Barnes. And another basket for Golden State.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
In low to Boozer. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. 1 second left. And the layup good by Kerr. And now it's a 3-point Warrior lead. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Warriors lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. A beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket. But just a gorgeous play there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bogut. Here's Curry, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And the Warriors lead by 3. Outside Bryant. Right side Hill. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got his 7th assist in the game.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Thompson with the bucket.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Boozer gets the bucket.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
It's Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
More. All said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Bogut the pass to Thompson. There's the dish to Curry. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Nice D from Nash.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking. Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And that's the only way to stop him, Clark. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Nash kicks to Kobe. Back to Nash. Three-pointer. Here's Boozer. Here's Hill. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Curry attacking. Gets a very good look and converts. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Boozer kicks it over to Nash. They get it back.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
The basket good.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
David Lee checked in for Golden State. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
That one goes. And that's now 28 points for Kobe Bryant.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these 2 teams. More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Thompson for the triple. The rebound by Johnson. Lakers trail by 9, pushing it up. Lee with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th assist in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
It's tipped. Out to Thompson from past the arc. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
The Lakers rebound for 3. Kobe. Shot is no good. Warriors leading by 11. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Off target with his three. Lakers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Young's checked in for Los Angeles. And Golden State also making a change. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And here is Curry. 5 to shoot. For the three. The shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's 31 points for Kobe Bryant.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Curry. For three. That's good. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Fade away. Off the mark. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with you.
And brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Bulls out in Chicago. And for the Bulls, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. All right, big fella, I want some straight talk on the Indiana Pacers. And this is not based on numbers or stats or...
Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke will join us moments from now from courtside. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers, Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. Rodney Stuckey out there with George Hill. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, there was a time not that long ago when Rodney Stuckey was considered a rising star in the NBA, considered a steal with the 15th pick in the 2007 draft. But after back-to-back disappointing seasons, I think it's fair to ask, have we seen the best of Stuckey already?
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Rose, that's good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And it's Hill. That time the assist by George. Hill's got him. Self going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Gasol. Outside Rose. And Hibbert with the block. And they're able to recover. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. The shot no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Stuckey drives inside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Stuckey's got his first points in this one. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
The second effort, and Stuckey with the nice bucket inside.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Outside Rose. And they get it. Rose can't get that one to fall.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Great defense that time from Noah.
He was right up tight on him on that attempt. Terrific D to throw off the shot.
And he did it without making too much contact and getting the officials' attention either.
And the basket by Rose. The Pacers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Stuckey with it. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Noah.
And often you can learn more about a team when they are unhealthy versus when they're at full strength. And last year I thought the Bulls showed they are not and have never been a one-man show. It's all about everybody contributing to that.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Rose goes in. Pacers with the rebound.
As you said with the Bulls, there was a tendency to think that they were just Derrick Rose and 4 others. But top to bottom, this team has guys that can play.
It's tipped. To the middle.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
With Rose out last year, Clark, as you said, the guys who are mostly role players showed what they can do.
Well, they're really unselfish at both ends of the floor, and that shows. I mean, they give great effort, they trust each other, they play together, and they always play hard, and they finish games strong, which I think is a credit to them and the coaching staff.
Here's George. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Bulls trail by 3. Outside Rose for 3. Dunleavy. Second chance shot, and it's finished off by Noah as he lays it in.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass. Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but, you know, you got to be smart, too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
And that one's good, George.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pacers leading by 4.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
Rose goes in, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
How about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse jam.
How pretty was that? You're right. Athletic basketball. Clark with a little bit of flair mixed in.
I like that flavor.
Flavor.
Me too.
Flavor and flair. I like that.
Dunleavy for 3. Good. Dunleavy's got 5. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Rose, no good.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. It's so important to battle on the board.
Now here's Butler. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Outside Rose. Noah with a screen on Hill. Rose dishes to Noah. It's stolen by Hill. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Gasol with the rebound. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. All sorts of time. That's good. Rose has got 14.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Hill kicks to George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 14 points for Paul George. Here's Rose. That misses. What it and we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
To a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the court for Indiana, C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Scola out there with Mahinmi. And it's Watson in at the one spot.
He found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
Outside Rose. Here's Noah. Shot is off. Excellent D there for Scola. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Kurt Heinrich signing a deal to stay in Chicago. He said, I grew up a Bull in this league and will always think of myself as a Chicago Bull. Guys, his scrappy game is very much appreciated. As Taj Gibson has said, he's one of the toughest guys I know. He doesn't shy away from anything. He's one of those dog kind of players. Back to you.
A great fit in their defensive system. Heinrich accepts the challenge every single night, Doris. Thank you. Pacers leading by 4. Well, you wondered how things would go for the Pacers after they had a hiccup midseason. Had to call players only needed.
And getting so very close to the playoffs, Kevin, this team struggled because of its youth in handling the extra scrutiny and the burden of expectations. And it took them a while to kind of figure it out. And they weren't quite as good as they wanted to be during the playoffs. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
And the wide-open shot from Rose. And the Bulls, another 3.
Then you can see how it affected the team early on in the playoffs. The Hawks took them to 7 games.
Oh,
my goodness. What a huge play.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Butler. Here's Noah. The Pacers pull it in. George passes to Mahinmi. Back to George. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash, money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash, money. I like that, Clark.
That's it, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Butler.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper. Rugged play under the boards. It's not a place for the weak of heart. You got to go in there physically and aggressively.
And stolen by Scola. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it's Miles with the jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Blocked. On the wing, George. Defended by Dunleavy. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Well, the Pacers gave up a lot to acquire Luis Scola from Phoenix last season, especially for a player who probably didn't fit in the Suns' plans anyway. They gave up Miles Plumlee, Gerald Green, and the first-round pick. That shows you how highly they thought of the Argentine power forward.
Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. And the wide-open shot from Rose. Wide-open shot is on the money. Rose has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Hill. Again, Indiana.
The assist, C.J. Miles.
Bulls trail by 4. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Butler's got 8 points.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Here's Dunleavy. He's got 5. And it's Rose penetrating. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. West inside for 3, and it's blocked by Rose. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. .144 left here in the second. Right side Rose. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
The 3 from Hill. And the shot is good. Hill's got 8.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve. The quick trigger. Any hesitation, and that shot gets blocked.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here's West. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. West has got his first points of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Now here's Rose. 21 points in the game. And yes, sir, that one drops. And that's 13 points for Butler.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Here's West. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Johnny Snell's checked in for Butler. And it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. Luis Scola, he's checked in for the Pacers. Watson comes in for George Hill. Feeds it to Scola. He kicks it to Watson. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. .12 seconds left in the first half. Here's Miles. Here's McDermott. Here's Mirotic. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And a tight game here. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
George having a fantastic game. 22 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Indiana leading.
You know that old saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That applies to Chicago. Once again, they were incredibly tough at home with their defense.
D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks. And that tough defense by the Bulls here in Chicago, Steve, helped them to 27 wins in the United Center.
Well, a tough defense can stifle a lot of teams, and the Bulls have that for sure. That's been the strength of their club for a long time, and when you add that to this kind of home court advantage, it's a pretty tough combination to beat.
Here is Miles, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Watson. Rose dishes to Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got 8 points.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Here is Watson. Allen kicks to Miles from the arc. And yes, sir, that one drops. 5 points in the game.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Dunleavy for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started, and a better job finishing it off. Well, with Derrick Rose out of commission last season, the Bulls again look to run their offense through Joakim Noah in the high post. He assisted on almost 25% of their made baskets when he was on the floor.
Now here's Rose. That's good. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Some changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Heinrich in for Rose. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Scola. Paul George comes in for Lavoy Allen. George Hill's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Solomon Hill in for C.J. Watson. And it's Butler missing.
And Noah last season becoming the first center to lead his team in assists in over 2 decades. Tallied 14 assists in 1 game. I mean, that was the first time in 35 years a center was able to do that.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. And Tony Snell subbed in for Jimmy Butler. West is checked in for Indiana. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 16-6 run. And Joakim Noah, the highest assist average since Vlade Divac over a decade ago.
And he became only the 5th center in NBA history to average at least 12 points, 11 boards, and 5 assists per game. That's pretty impressive, partner.
Pacers trail by 9. George passes to Hill. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Here's Snell. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Heinrich kicks to McDermott. Gibson setting a pick for McDermott. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Gibson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment. I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
Snell kicks to Heinrich. Mirotic sets the screen for Heinrich. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. It's George on the wing. Baseline jumper. Here's Hibbert. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Out left to the wing. McDermott, no one around him, and a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 6. The 3 from George. George missing again.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Now Hill after the missed three from Doug McDermott. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, David West, a pro's pro. And a name many might overlook when talking about the best power forwards in the league. But since his arrival in Indy, he's been a big part of what's catapulted that team into the upper echelon. Back-to-back conference finals the last 2 years, and David West is in the middle of their success at both ends of the floor.
And again, no good by Chicago.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Well, he allowed him to get all the way to the rim, so actually a pretty good play to foul him and make him shoot free throw.
And then no choice really but to foul and stop the dunk. Don't let that happen.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Snell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And here's McDermott. Mirotic sets the screen for McDermott. There. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. The Bulls leading by 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. George and Scoa, they're the forwards. Solomon Hill is out there with Hill. And it's Mahinmi in at the center position. Butler missing again. Indiana's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. 18 points for Butler.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Some changes for Chicago. Noah comes in for Mirotic. And it's Dunleavy in for Tony Snell. The Pacers also changing it up. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Hill. And it's Watson in for Hill. Shots good from Butler. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Kirk Heinrich in his 12th season out of Kansas. Remember covering this guy in college. Still a quality defensive combo guard. At 6'4", tremendous IQ and anticipation really helps him at the defensive end. And he's, I think, a little underrated offensively, too.
Brooks checked in for Chicago. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Good on the shot. Ron Heinrich playing big numbers for the Bulls last season. But Steve, his shooting percentages have started now to tail off over the last few years.
You know, I think his defense is really what keeps him on the court at this point, Kevin. Offensively, still a good playmaker and a decision maker, but he's not going to be a big scorer.
Now Butler. Paul George missing from long range.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Looking to end the run. Butler with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Yeah, baby, groovy.
The Bulls leading by 9. Now here's Brooks. They double him with George. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. From downtown. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Stuckey. 28 points here for George.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
And he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 8.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference. Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Brooks kicks to Butler. That's good. Butler's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Noah with the block. Here's Scola. Tries again, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Aaron Brooks. And here's Hill for three. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rose kicks to Butler. Into Noah. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Pacers on defense. It's a 10-point game.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, George shoots the three. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 2. Hill. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's 13 points for Hill.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Now Rose.
2 minutes, 2 1.
Outside Butler. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards. But, you know, you got to be smart, too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
David West, he's checked in for Luis Scola. Pass to Dunleavy. Lets the three fly. No luck. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Noah. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 32 points in the game.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And it's Miles missing.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Hill kicks to George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Chicago leading by 5. 1:02 left in the fourth. Rose with the ball. The three. There's the bucket. Good. Rose has got 35.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's Hill. George with the ball. Butler covering. Fires for three. George, no good. Into the Bulls, shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Gasol. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
West with a wide open look. Great look there, but off target.
Boy, that one is a shot he should make because the defender nowhere around him, he usually knocks that one down.
And here's Rose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's George. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Boy, you hate to see that, fouling the three-point shooter.
You know, there are a lot more free throws made than threes every season. I mean, make him earn it from deep. Don't foul him.
And he nails the third. McDermott, no one around him, can't connect. And so it's Chicago winning the